Here's a fun question. What's the raunchiest thing you ever drawn? You ever drawn any titties?
Yeah, no, yeah.
We're recording. I'll introduce us all right now.
Alright.
All right. Welcome everyone to Galaxii Boii one-on-one or one-on-one with Galaxii Boii. I'm here.
buddy.
I'm here with some amazing, talented local artists and an actual real artist. Like the introduction is just like I've known BigToneMakeYaMoan, how he calls himself, but I know him as Big Tone, Tony. We went to school together, digital media class.
What up, Mr. Broom's class?
I know, right, Mr. Broom's class. YV Tech. It was actually I'm actually a couple of years older than you. I was actually making up a math credit, I think, and so
you were a super senior.
I was a super senior.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and so that's how yeah, let's just skip past that. No, but without that class, I would have fell in love with music and or even met the people I met. Dave, you, and the fact that we're still doing music is just awesome. And we'll get into that, but let's get introductions out of the way. That's how I know you, and then eventually I ended up coming in contact with your brother within the year, I think, kind of noticing his drawings, and you're always reposting them, or even you getting tattooed. I think he might create one of your tattoos. Is that?
Yeah, he did a couple tattoos of mine.
Yeah, and so I ended up noticing that, and so I was like, I'm gonna hit him a follow. And then he follows me back. He's like, his first message, he's like, you ain't gonna unfollow me after this, are you? And I'm like, nah, bro, I love you.
That's hella funny.
So
it literally be like that though. People be like, I'm gonna follow you real quick, and you
dude, that's the game though. That's the fucking game. Like when we're trying to get follows, and you just follow everyone, and eventually
follow right after.
Yeah, that's the game. But yeah, and I fell in love with his art, and the fact that he's your brother, and you guys are both very talented, and we're gonna get into how you guys kind of like match each other's energy. Obviously you guys are like you guys have matching hair now, just to add the sauce to the duos and shit. Like he taps in, you tap in. You guys are like some like wrestler combo type shit.
Yeah, we're a tag team. The Martinez brothers.
So yeah, and at first I was like, I've been doing separate interviews with people, and then I don't know, it just felt right to get you guys both on the same interview, just because you guys, like I said, you guys complement each other. You guys seem to have good energy when you guys are next to each other. There's like no ego involved. Like, hey, let me get the microphone.
Yeah.
Let me get the microphone. Like, so I feel
to be honest, I think like every every adventure that I kind of go on, from now on, I really want to involve my brother, just because we do have the same love for the certain things that we also motivate each other, and so it's pretty cool how we do feed off of each other's energy and stuff.
Yeah, that's so crazy. Hey, shout out Papa Big Tone right there.
Oh, yeah. my pops.
Yes,
He's the reason why we are the way we are today.
I know.
Good thing.
No, but so where I was going with this, like I said, you guys compliment each other, and I wanted to get you guys both on here. That way, guys can kind of because I'm pretty sure he has his perspective on your journey, and you have your perspective on his journey. You guys know more about each other than anything than I do, and so just having two people with two different perspectives is definitely gonna give me some good content and give me more in depth of who you guys are.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, we definitely have the information. I mean, I've known him since he was born. So it's kind of.
I know since he was born. I'm day one.
Yeah, no cap. We used to share rooms and shit like that. So it's if anybody knows, nobody knows him as good as I do.
That's sick, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. But so let's start off. I don't know. Let's give your boy your brother some shine real quick.
Yeah, go for it. Do your thing.
And I have so many questions. Like because I know Big Tone and how his journey started, and we're gonna get into that for the people. But let's just start basic. Like what got you into art? What was your like first contact with like picking up a pencil and I'm just gonna this is something I want to continue doing.
Well, I remember one time. This is the only memory I have when I was younger. Like this is like my only memory of my first drawing. So like one of my first drawings was it was really simple. It was just like I drew my parents inside of like an astronaut suit or whatever. So like a head and a circle around, the freaking tube, whatever the heck.
Yeah.
And then my dad's also like an artist too, so he tattoos and stuff, and he's been like pushing that on me. So that really got me into it. And then I just started just doodling on desks and stuff, and then my teachers would be mad at me, and they'd be emailing my freaking mom and stuff. So
yeah, I'm getting calls from school, be like, your son's drawing on fucking desk.
And I would draw on them like all the time. So like in sixth grade, we started like different periods, and every desk I would go to my next period. I would sit on that desk, and it would have drawings on it, new drawings on it every day. So
that's crazy that you didn't become a tagger or anything like that.
No, I know, because I never like had like the money to buy the spray paints and stuff. So and
he's like, or else I would.
Yeah, I really want to get into like new mediums and stuff. So
yeah, dude. Yeah, it's just all about just breaking that ground, and the first time's never gonna be the best time, or I mean, just like it's not gonna be your best work, It's something new. It's something new, and you gotta try it. But no, yeah, I would love to see you do some like spray painting stuff, or at least try.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine that? Like the stuff you do on your digital iPad and then putting it on a wall. It makes your picture even bigger and whatnot, and more eyes.
And you can add more detail to it, since it's such a big canvas.
Mm-hmm,
you can add as much detail as you need.
Okay, but yeah. Tell me your whole story, bro. I'm here, bro. I got all the time. So you started out just kind of like doing some good. I would put like tagging, like drawing on fucking on students' desks and whatnot at every period. And so, what really pushed you? Like, where does the love come from? I know you got that influence from your father, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was a big influence, but I'm not gonna say that. No disrespect or anything, but he never really taught me how to draw. But he would like do pointers or like yo, try this. It would help. Like there's this thing. It's like a paper thing to help blend and shit.
Like a shader.
Like a shader. And I've never used it. And I'd always shade with my finger, and then my hands would get all black and stuff. So he introduced me to that, and it would help me shade with pencil. So I usually just start off. How I started off drawing was just pencil and paper, and then like during out my like intermediate school year or whatever, like that's like after elementary or whatever.
Over in Zilla, they have like a different like grade system. So it's like there's like elementary school and an intermediate school, which is like 4th, 5th, and 6th grade, and then middle school is like 8th or 7th and 8th. And so when we say intermediate, we mean in between like 4th, 5th.
So 4th and 6th. So
like you were in jail, bro.
So during 4th and 6th, I started experimenting with colored pencils, and I never really got the hang of them because they were really hard to blend, and if you press too hard, you can't erase it at all. So you had to go really lightly and then go harder with a different color over it. So I never really liked color pencils back then, but then like going into my freshman year of high school, I found out, I follow this guy named D Creates. He's on Instagram, and he's a really good artist, and he uses these markers called Copic markers, and they're colored, and they're like an alcohol-based marker. And might have to go outside.
Oh, you're cool. You're cool. I'm still listening. It's not that bad.
It's not?
No, you're good.
Okay. And so I started following him, and then he's introduced me to the Copic markers. So I bought like a $20 pack of like 6 just to try them out. And like,
how much do those cost?
They're $8 a marker.
Yeah,
they're hella expensive.
How are you getting the cash to get this? Is your pops supporting you? Or are you going out hustling?
He helped me out a lot in the beginning he would buy all of them for me basically, and my mom would too.
That's what's up.
And
so
plus,
they're kind of like supporting you in this like, you know what, you should go out and draw type of thing, or you know.
yeah, because they said as long like if it's for your art, like I will support it like 100%. Like if it was for something else, like buy me a new game or whatever, then they wouldn't have bought it.
Yeah.
But since it's something that I really love doing, they bought it for me. They're like, hell yeah, I'll buy you whatever you want as long as you keep doing this. So
Yeah, it's so crucial to have like a parents supporting you and stuff like that. You know, having in contact with both parents and in your lives and whatnot. So, but no, go ahead. Yeah, I like to get deep.
no, you're good. No, you're good. And so I started using those, and I fell in love with them because it's so easy to blend, and they're markers, and no one's like, oh shit, you did this with markers. You did this with markers. Like, oh yeah, they're these special markers like that.
And so how your drawings come out? When do they start getting more improved, like more detailed, like more like, oh shit, people are actually like, oh fuck, they're starting to fuck with me a little more.
The end of freshman year, so like the summer of going into sophomore year, that's when my stuff started popping out like more. I started doing more like artists, like rappers.
Like 2018, summer 2018-ish.
Okay.
So that's when it started popping out like really good.
What made you start doing rappers?
So when I was little, I would draw singers a lot. Like I would draw Michael Jackson, Justin Bieber. I don't know why I like drawing them. I like drawing like Bob Marley and like Tupac. And then my brother showed me a bunch of rappers and stuff like when I was like little. So like I was like, oh, these guys are dope. So I started drawing Wiz Khalifa, Future. So I just started drawing like rappers and involving like my taste in music. So I was like, oh shit, this nigga's cool. So I'm gonna draw him, you know. So
yeah, that way you're not just doing some random rappers and you know, and not even enjoying it.
Cause I fuck with them, so I'm gonna draw them. Like if I don't fuck with them, then I'm not gonna draw them.
I like that shit. Instead of trying to draw like the most popping guy and you don't even fuck with him.
Yeah, exactly. So so I started drawing like Logic a lot more because I mess with him heavy. He's like my favorite rapper. So I started drawing him first, like posting him on my Instagram and stuff, and then. Just more artists, rappers and stuff. And then, like, in the summer, it was last summer, I worked at a fireworks stand, and I got, like, $1,000 or whatever for working there.
Yeah, fat paycheck then.
Yeah, and I spent it all in, like, 3 minutes on this iPad right here. And that, like, was the biggest investment I've ever made because I made all that money back, you know? Like, probably even more. So,
oh, wow.
So, because I don't have to, the markers tell us, like, $8, like, all I had to do is select the color, and then I got it. Like
that's
it's only
wild. And then I'm pretty sure it's like DLC packs and shit like that, right?
Yeah, there's different like brushes and such shit. Like you can get a brick brush or like
control the stroke and everything. Yeah. And so, and then he has the Apple Pencil on top of that. So
I gotta use my finger, you know.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's basically like how. And I'm doing tattoos now, so I'm just trying to expand my
palette.
Yeah, exactly what you just said. Medium, you know.
Oh, medium, yeah. And my so I do oils, watercolor, pencil, color pencil. I'm starting to do color pencil a little bit more. I'm still trying to work on
I still don't fuck with them though.
Yeah, they're kind of hard. And tattooing, digital. So I'm really trying to expand more. Like I'm trying to do the spray paint shit. So just trying to expand. Just maybe like go to college and. Like open, I'm going to college. I want to go to college for like business, so I can incorporate my art into that. Like make my own T-shirt designs and shit. Zoomies with the Ice Cube shirts and stuff, those drawings.
Yeah,
I want to do something like that, or even better, maybe.
Yeah. So you've been kind of looking into how you can expand your art into actually making a living off of it, which you kind of are right now. You've been doing those submissions and whatnot. When do you start doing those submissions? Like when are you like, all right, or do people come contact you like, hey, can you do this and whatnot? Is that how it starts?
Yeah, that's basically how it starts. I like, they try to like, so they'll text me or whatever. They'll say, hey, are you doing anything right now? Like, are you doing any commissions? I'll be like, yeah or no. And if I say yeah, then it would wait like a week or two before I start theirs because. Like, I'm so busy with school and, like, haircutting and stuff, with the online school, whatever. And it's, like, kind of stressing me out or whatever. So, and I got to make my money with haircutting and stuff. So, so it might take, like, a week or two. And I still need to start yours, so.
Oh, you're good, bro. I'm chilling.
No.
I'd rather have it be done properly than rushed, So whenever you can get to it, I really don't plan on dropping anything until like the album starts coming around.
But yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
there we go. A little more
I
close up of
know
your
my
brother.
back was hurting.
Yeah, man.
That's gonna be the thumbnail. Hey.
But yeah, they'll just text me and just ask me whatever they want, and I'll say, they'll say how much you charge for this, and I'm like, how detailed do you want, or like what exactly, how big do you want it, or
Yeah.
just like all the details I need just to draw. Like, do you have the picture or anything? And I just give them the price after that, and they're like, oh, I'll give you the money next week, or I'll let you know when I have the money. Just those type things.
That's cool. That's cool. Have you ever had some bad interactions with people on trying to pay for it? What do you have any? Not without saying names or anything. What's one of the worst situations you have to deal with someone trying to give you money or what's some bad stories that you have for us for other artists that are kind of pursuing this and maybe know what to expect?
Yeah. So this guy, he's from like Central. I'm not gonna say names because, like you said, but
Yeah,
he's from
don't worry.
Central Washington, and he's like a artist also, and he has like a group called something I totally forgot. And he hit me up and he said, "Hey, can you draw up a logo for me?" And I did some research, like a research how to price logos, and logos are so much different from like artwork, like portraits or anything. Like they need to be priced higher because there's some, I don't know what the fuck the deal with the logos, but
yeah, because it's a business and they're gonna be making the money off of that business, the logo.
Yeah, and I charged him $200 for it, and he's like, "Oh, great! I have my homie. We're gonna split it or whatever."
Yeah,
and I was like, "Sweet!" And then I got started on it, and then I finished it. And the next day, I sent it to him. He was like, "Oh, I don't have the money right now, but blah 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 blah." I was like, "All right." And then I
give you that talk.
Yeah, and then the next day I kept on messaging like, "Yo, do you have the money, fam?" Or like I kept on requesting a Venmo request or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, fam, I don't have the money. Me and my homie talked to each other and said we couldn't really deal with the price. Or I was like, bro, I already got it done for you, and you already said you was gonna pay me, and you already was gonna you already agreed on the price. You said it was perfect, like it wasn't too much because the logo is like a different price or whatever. And he just kept on. I just got really heated, like I was mad as hell because like I took so much time in that thing because. I don't know. It was just really, I was angry.
Yeah. Big Tone looking over here is like, yeah, bro, don't worry, we handled it.
Yeah, I mean, he talked to me about it. I mean, I remember the day that happened. He talked to me about it and was just like, man, like, what should I do? Blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, I mean, there's really nothing much you can do in the situation right now. But, I mean, like, going into the next person, just like use it as a learning experience, And so that's why I was trying to tell him that, like, he needs to start doing like a deductible plan. You know what I mean? Where like, they'll pay, whatever amount, and if they pull out, then I mean, at least you have some. You know what I mean?
Even kind of like what do they call that? I think it's called a commission or something like that. Or not a commission, but
a deposit.
A
deposit. There you go. Yeah.
A deductible. A deposit.
Deductible. Yeah. Deposit.
A deposit. And so that's what I was telling him that he should do. And so, because that's what my dad does. My dad does the same thing. Like, especially, like, even like tattoos that are over like $200 or something like that. He'll ask for a deposit just so, like, I mean, if they don't show up, my dad made the time for you. I mean, that's money losing out of his pocket,
Yeah.
So, and then he already has, something to show for it at the same time. So, it's not really much of a, you know what I mean? Doesn't really burn holes in his pocket either.
Yeah, that fucking sucks, dude. Just because that's what I was wondering. I was like, man, I wonder, like, does he just go? Because you're doing it for the love. You're doing it because you want to do this and you want to help people, and then you get burnt like that, and that makes you can either have that turn you into a beast, like, nah, fuck that, I don't do that no more, or come in. You know what? That's almost like my fault for doing that. Like, I played myself doing that.
Yeah.
I should have done a little more research on how to handle these situations, going forward. And so you just kind of learn from that, and the fact that you kept on grinding a little more harder.
Yeah, and plus, like, it was just so much money. I was like so excited to get it. I was like, "Fuck, give me $200 I'm gonna have right now for like a 6-hour drawing or whatever." I don't know how long it took.
How many hours did you spend on that?
I honestly don't know, but the Kobe one I did, it was like 6 to 7 hours. I haven't watched. It records the time of it.
Yeah,
It's like 12 to like 13 hours I spent on the Kobe drawing.
that's
And people be
insane.
like dissing like digital art. Like they be saying, "Oh, it's easier and shit." Like not really. It's not really easier.
I think that's the misconception. You know, is oh, you're doing it on an iPad. Oh, there's so many benefits to it. You know, you have this, you have that.
I think the only like benefit that it has is the fact that like if you were to mess up on a line, you can like
Strain it,
backtrack,
yeah.
or you can strain it out. But I mean, like you don't have to worry about the pencil marks, or you know what I
Yeah.
mean, or you know, like you have a pencil and you try to erase it on a regular paper. That you don't have to worry. You know, what I mean, that's things that you don't have to worry about, or you don't have to worry about like smudge marks because I mean, you can make it as perfect as you can. You know what I mean on the digital art, but I mean, it's still just like the same as drawing, and so.
There is a little help because like if you like make a line and you hold it, it'll straighten it out for you. Or you know, like if you make a circle and it's like imperfect, you just hold it and it makes a perfect circle. But
Yeah.
other
What,
than
what,
that,
oh,
it's
go ahead, go ahead. Yeah.
yeah, other than that, it's basically the same. But this drawing took like 12 hours. The Kobe one took 12 hours.
Yeah. What are some misconceptions that, you know, like traditional artists see with this new school type of digital art? What are some misconceptions that you can kind of, you know, clear out for people and whatnot for the kind of like the haters?
Um, Misconceptions. What does that mean again?
Like, you know, like, well, I guess you kind of cleared it out already. You know, kind of like that it's, you know, it's not easy. I'm still putting in work. You know, I'm still putting 13 plus hours into this drawing. Like, it's not like I'm just fucking done with it. You know, like I think people get that misconception from like YouTube tutorials that are like 5 minutes long. They're like, oh, make a fucking sunflower within 5 minutes, or make a logo in 15. You know,
Mhm.
and people don't know that that's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. Yeah, because like the only other good thing about it is like you can zoom in and like put as much like you can zoom in hella like and
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that in some of your photos or
yeah,
your
you can
videos.
zoom in hella and just like add as much detail as you want. And with oils or traditional art, you really can't do that. You're gonna have to like get really close and sharpen your pencil really sharp to make sure it has that nice point to get those small little details.
Yeah, I
That's
think
the only difference besides traditional and digital.
I think I think you know it's almost like music, and with the digital age and the analog age, people like the analog because it sounds different. It gives that vintage sound, and with the
So
digital, you
warmer.
know,
Yeah, it's different.
yeah. And so, but if anything, I feel like people are like, you know, like we were just talking mediums, having different types of mediums. Like, hey, I don't just get down on the iPad. I still get down on paper and pencil. Don't get me wrong. I can still fuck you up, you know,
Yeah,
type
Yeah.
shit.
don't get it twisted. Don't. Yeah, no, I feel that.
No, for real though, I can. Like, not to be cocky or anything, but I can. Like, I can do it.
Yeah, see, that's dope, bro. Like, you have that self confidence in yourself.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
he has many different mediums. Like, I mean, like obviously, like he does tattoos. He does it on the iPad. Does it on paper. He can do it on canvas. He can cut hair. Like there's so much. He can dye hair. You know what I mean? There's so much stuff that like this dude can do, and it's just like I mean, like don't get it fucked up. Like this nigga can really fuck you up. No cap.
But yeah,
no cap. And then
like
just to let people know, how old are you?
I'm 17.
17. Get on this guy's level. Stop fucking hating on his fucking. So get out of the comment section, bro. Get out of the comment section.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Young age, young age.
yeah. Who are some of your inspirations for your art? And like, are there certain artists that you kind of like take your inspiration from, or do you just kind of or yeah? Go ahead.
I grab
Oh shit! Special guest,
I don't want him to be in the video too.
dude. Your dog is beautiful, bro. I'm following him on Instagram,
Oh yeah, thank you,
dude.
badass nigga.
He's a big baby.
Yeah,
He
he's
wants
fucking
to-
huge
He
now.
wants to be a part of this.
But
He's like, what's going on?
but
I
what's
got
it
plenty
called?
to say. He's like, I walked in on you.
But what's it called? I have like 3, I think. favorite artists that I like incorporate my art into. So
Yeah, go ahead and shout it out.
I like Sam Spratt a lot. He does Logic's album covers, like all of them.
Mm.
And D Creates is one of them. He does traditional and digital art. And this girl, her name is Blue Satan. It's blue and then 3 S's and Satan, basically.
Yeah.
And they all have a unique style, and I just grab all of them and just put them into mine, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like I can do a lot of styles. Like I can do simple cartoon styles. I can do realistic style. I can do cartoonish realistic style. So like that's what they do. Like one of them's more realistic, and D Creates is a little bit more cartoonish, and then Blue Satan is more cartoonish. And I just bring it in, you know.
Yeah. What's some advice for people? Like, what's your creative process, and how do you? So these are 2 questions. What's your creative process, and then how do you get over quote unquote drawer's block? You know, like trying to figure out what to draw next. Like like say you just got done with a piece, and you're like, all right, now I'm gonna start drawing. What do I start drawing? Like, what's your inspiration? Like how do you go about that?
So first I go on Pinterest, and like if I want to draw, I don't know, Tyler the Creator, I have to find a dope image, and I can't just draw any other image like everybody knows. Like oh, I've seen the pictures everywhere. I want to find a picture that no one's really seen. Like it's like rare to find a picture of them. So I'll find like a dope picture that's no one's really ever seen. So I'll get it, put it next to, like, I have a thing where you can swipe up so it can be half of the camera roll and the Procreate, so I can look and go like that and stuff. So I would just sketch out the face and just start drawing from there, and I think that's about it.
But yeah, you just so just going through Pinterest and shit like that. But
Yeah, Pinterest is the app like to use to find like creative shit from. That's what I do. Like I'll search up like cool backgrounds, and I'll put a background on the Tyler Creator drawing. Like,
yeah. Damn, that kind of reminds me of like going to a record store and then kind of just trying to find all the good shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. Let me see what I got here. And then for like people that want to get into art and stuff like that, what's some of the advice, you know, that you would kind of push towards them, you know, that people that want to get into this?
Just to sketch daily, because sketching really does help you a lot. Like just sketching, you don't have to do no realistic type shit every day. Just do sketches of hands or sketches of faces just every day. Nothing too like realistic, just simple sketches. Because that's what I do in class every day, what I did in class. I'll just sketch all the time, and that's what really helps. And just don't stop, because if you stop for like maybe like 2 months or 3, whatever, you kind of lose it. Because that's what kind of happened with me, because I stopped like sketching, or I stopped like drawing for like maybe a month or 2, and I kind of like forgot some shit, or I just forgot how to do simple stuff like blending, or just sketch daily, basically.
Damn, that must suck. You know, like taking a break for 2 months and then fucking coming back and you're like, fuck, I fucked up.
Yeah.
How does someone want to stay consistent like that? Because I'm pretty sure there's gonna be kids out there like, oh, I go to college, I do this and that. Like, well,
I feel like you don't know. I don't feel like people need to go to college for art. Like, I just feel like that's kind of dumb, because like
he means like.
Oh no, go ahead, tear it up. I like where you're going with this. I like where he's going.
That like if he kind of meant like for people who are in college but still have like the passion to draw,
or more like just trying to balance their schedule with drawing.
Yeah, I mean, because like if they're going to college for something else that's different than art, but they still like to draw and they want to get into art as well, like how would they balance that out, or to find inspiration, or
I don't know, because I'm not I don't know. I'm not in college. I have all the free time I can have, so I never really dealt with being busy like that.
He's like I can't relate, bro.
Yeah. So the only business thing like right now or before was a school, and I got out at 2:30, so get my chores done and I can do whatever I want.
See, that's so crazy. Is when I was younger, I was always like when I would get off of school, I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go pick up a dime sack, go smoke that shit while I'm playing some Call of Duty, and now just be on video games for the rest of the fucking day until I passed out, like, or just go hanging out, you know. And I didn't really have goals focused on anything, you know. I think I had like big goals, you know, but I never acted on trying um to look up the research for it, you know, do this and that, and you know, in my head, I'm like, I'm young, you know, I'll do that later, I'll do that later, and you know, eventually later comes.
And it doesn't.
But for you, you know, that's why I respect the young kids that that are very creative, that are very talented. Is you're able to, you know what? I think I'm gonna go home and I'm just gonna focus on this. You know, instead of focusing on girls. I'm pretty sure you still talk to girls, but I'm just saying as an example. You know, I'm not you know, gonna go spend a whole fucking day just playing video games or smoking or doing bad shit. You know what I'm saying? You just kind of had tunnel vision at this one thing that you wanted to do.
Yeah, because like all the drug shit, like all that dumb shit, but really that's not my crowd or not my thing. Or I just
especially in the area that you guys are at right now. You know, that's very like common. Yeah.
But yeah, I really just don't find an interest in that. And so, but like you said, you know how you said, maybe I'll do this later, or I'll do that later. And when the time comes, like you don't do it. Like I do that with like school and stuff. So like if I'm not interested in it, I'll be like, I'll do that later. I'll do it some other time. And then when it comes, I'm like, oh fuck. But like with my art, I'll be like, I'll do that later. And then it later comes, I get it done. Like I need to be interested in stuff. Like school, like it's really not my thing. Like I'm gonna finish it, of course, but like I'm not gonna be like math, history, all that. It's not really my thing. Like
I dig it, bro. I dig it, man.
But like, if I find like, say I got the new copper markers, I'm gonna research that stuff and I'm gonna be like, oh, this is how you use it. Like, and with oils, I research it. I'm like, oh, I'm getting new to oils, so I'm gonna research this. And with watercolor, you know, it's the same thing. And then I get used to it, and then I'm like, I don't gotta research this stuff anymore. I can just try my own thing. I've already known all the basics. I can learn from that and then just add more stuff. You know, just try new techniques or whatever.
Here's a fun question. Have you what's the raunchiest thing you ever drawn? You ever drawn any titties?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, fuck. He's like,
I was drawing it earlier, but some girl, she came over and she's like, hey, can you draw this letter thing for my dad or whatever? And I had to delete the drawing.
No.
So I was like, fuck.
Dude, I'm gonna have to
start it. Because she wanted to see more of my drawings, and you have to exit out of the drawing and see the gallery and see all my drawings, and it was right there. So I'm like, fuck, I gotta delete it.
Oh, damn. You gotta put in the hidden photos, bro.
Yeah, dude, girls be, I'm not gonna cap, some girls be like, hey, can you draw this for me? Or
yeah.
Like, cool. Send it.
You know, you should. I've been seeing this art style of where people will sexualize common characters. Like I think like some person was doing like Ray from like Star Wars, like with fat tits and a fat ass, and then like BB-8's like a dildo and shit.
Imagine,
dude. Can you believe there's actually artists that get paid for like porno shit like that? That's wild.
Yeah, like especially like with certain features, like you know how you know Jay-Z for like big lips or something. In drawings, you have to exaggerate some stuff to make them like kind of look cartoonish or look good. Like you have to exaggerate some stuff in drawings. You can't really make them look perfect. You got to make sure you can't like have them perfect. You gotta
that way you can kind of pinpoint the person. Like, oh, you know what that? Yeah.
Like, oh, that's Jay-Z, or oh, that's fucking You know. Because if his nose is big, you know, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, you're just looking for the features in someone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How does one try to find their style, their lane in art? You know, like because obviously you kind of picked the lane of just kind of like doing portraits of artists that you like.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say that's like your main thing, but some of the stuff that I've been doing, I mean, watching is you did like a thing of Joker. You've been, you know, you like the bodies. You know, you're not doing like the a picture of like a forest or anything. You know.
Yeah, I don't. People have been telling me I should start doing that, but I just don't find it interesting. It's a forest. Everybody sees a forest, you know. Like,
Yeah,
it's honestly tough. It's kind of tough to draw. It's tough. Like I give respect to every artist who can draw like landscape drawings and stuff. But I just don't find it really interesting to draw just forests and mountains and the beach or whatever. Like I just feel like it's better for me to draw a portrait. If I'm gonna draw a landscape, I have to incorporate a portrait into that. Like I can't just draw it by itself. I just feel like it's not interesting at all to me.
Oh, shit. And so just kind of the advice is just draw things that are interesting to you.
That's honestly for me. Like if someone asks me for a drawing and they're willing to pay me and it's like a boring idea, I'll try to work them into what I can see in it and like to make it interesting to me too, so I can have fun drawing it. Like if it's boring, I'm just gonna tell them, nah, I really don't see anything with this. It's kind of boring. Or it's kind of simple, or you know, like I need to be interested in it.
Yeah, yeah. I love that you guys both have like the same blonde hair.
Mine's a little orange right now because but I made it perfect though.
Whose idea was this?
I dyed mine first, and then he was like, "Oh, I don't know," and then I convinced him to dye his hair or bleach it.
It looks sick. It looks sick.
His look dope. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't. You can't see it in here, but I was dyeing my hair yesterday. I'm trying to dye like a maroon.
Yeah, okay, I see that. The highlights.
Yeah,
right there.
I see a little bit.
Yeah, to me it still looks black, but I gotta dye it again.
Let's go. I'm gonna go feed Kyler real quick so you can tell him right now.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Yeah, no, hold on. Before you go. Because we definitely dived into you pretty good. Where do you see yourself 5 to 10 years from now?
Well, I see myself like opening like maybe a shop somewhere like big, like fucking the east side or like down in California. Hopefully, I know money over there is like really expensive, whatever, or it's really expensive over there. So I feel like opening a shop and like having like a big old studio and like having my oil, my hair cutting, my tattooing and shit. So I just want to
like a workshop.
Yeah, like if you need a haircut, I'll give you a haircut. If you need a tattoo, I can give you a tattoo. If you need oil painting, I can do it there. You know,
that's savage.
I really want to do something like that. That'd be dope as hell.
Yeah, bro. Well, get your ass back here from feeding the dog, so that way you can join in on fucking Big Toe right over here.
I got you.
Go feed the dog.
Come on,
all right. All right, he's gone now, bro. We can talk shit.
Finally, I can say words. Imagine.
All right, we got Big Tone in the building. Big Tone. Like I was saying, me and you have known each other since fucking YV Tech, Mr. Broom's class, fucking just chilling, man. And yeah, no, I think we had Dave. I don't know if I'll probably have Dave certified in one of the interviews, but yeah, Dave certified was in there. Urs was in there, and you were already friends with Dave, and we'll get into all that. And anyway, you ended up doing music, and you were doing really good. Like you started making some songs where I was like, okay, it's bang. I was like, it's nice. It actually sounds pretty legit. And then you eventually took a break. And let me see. Yeah. So let's before we even go right there, because I want to start from the very beginning, like how you even like started dabbling into rap. So go ahead, bro. So how did you even start when did you first even start writing lyrics?
When I first started writing lyrics, I was probably like 12 or like 13. And yeah, go ahead. My brother asked me he wanted to know if he can eat my ice cream. Okay.
The important question.
I was like 13. I was probably like in 8th grade. Probably like 14. And I mean, I would just write like little things, you know what I mean, just about like me and you know, but I was also like I was really into like mainstream hip hop, so like I mean I still am, but like I was into mainstream hip hop, so like I would just like write a lot of shit that like I didn't really own, you know what I mean, about shit that I really didn't have, You know what I
Gold
mean?
chains that you have,
Things like that. You know what I mean? Though they're flexing like I had it, but I didn't. And I mean, this is kind of kind of how I got started. And then I would write raps to different beats. I remember I wrote to No Lie by like 2 Chainz and Drake. I would write to like Underground Kings by Drake. Like Snapbacks and Tattoos, like that beat. The what was it, a Heisman Part 2 by Tyga, that beat.
So did you stay consistent throughout like the years of when you were 12 writing lyrics, or did you bounce back and forth?
I would just write them every once in a while, just when I was bored. But then eventually, I think I was a freshman in high school, and my grandma and my grandpa, they bought me a laptop, and I was able to record videos on there. And so that's when I started getting into like actually recording like the actual like songs themselves. And so I would I didn't have no mic or nothing, but I would like just do like videos of me just like rapping over the beat. And then I would just post them on Facebook, and like I would get some likes from like all my friends and stuff that I was at high school, but they kind of encouraged me to keep going. And so it's kind of how I got started.
Getting all this encouragement from your friends, and so you're starting to. When do you start taking it a little more serious? Is it when we come in contact?
Yeah, I mean, like honestly, like when I started taking it more serious, because I was still just kind of just writing to random beats and stuff like that, and then because I've known Dave when since we were like 5. We used to wrestle together.
Oh, no way.
And, yeah, and so we used to wrestle together, and then
so you guys always had that connection.
Yeah. But like me and him, we fell off and we didn't talk for like a while, and then we reconnected when I moved back to Toppenish, which was like my junior year of high school. And so because I used to go to Zilla, and when I was going to Zilla, I would still go to like the Toppenish games because I still had like friends and stuff over there. And then like all of a sudden, like I reconnected with Dave. And we just started like just talking about music, and I was telling him how like I really wanted to start doing music, and I, wanted to start taking it more serious. And then eventually that's when I got into Toppenish and I got into YB Tech that same year. And then we were all just kind of chopped it up, and that's how I got started. And so just recording there at YB Tech.
And was Dave doing music before you?
Yeah, they had their mic and everything set up there at their house. They were just doing it out of the closet. And so,
that's sick.
Yeah, it was like straight from the gutter. You know what I mean? Like out of the closet, like
he's like straight from the gutter.
Yo, bro, like with a blanket over it, with like the pillow like as the background.
That's sick,
the
bro.
shield. Yeah.
Yeah, people don't know, man. Like like, oh man, I don't got a studio, so I'm not gonna record. Oh, I don't have a Pro Tool, so I'm not gonna record.
Honestly, we used I think at the time they were using like Logic Pro or something like that, and I mean like they were on like Pro Tools, or like I think maybe like they were on like a cracked version of Pro Tools or something. You know what I mean? And but like we were on like not even like it wasn't even like a MacBook. It was like an old like Dell computer, and I mean it was super laggy, and like it was hella hard to record, and we didn't. I mean at the time we didn't know how to do anything. We didn't know like what a de-esser was, or what a what I mean, like what a compressor was, or anything. Like we didn't know any of that stuff, and so that's kind of how we learned.
Yeah, man. Yeah. For people that are listening and want to get into music and that are like, man, what's that first step? I would say, don't make excuses. Just do it, man. If you really want, just try it out. Like, record with your phone, record with your earphones, your fucking AirPods, whatever the fuck you have. There's so many ways to create content now. There's no excuse.
Exactly. Like there was this dude that I was talking to, and he was recording music off of his iPhone headphones, and he was recording it on GarageBand on his phone, and shit sounded almost just like mine. Like he literally like the way that he like dove deep into like the type of compressors and type of things you can download for GarageBand on your phone. The way he did that was like it made it almost sound perfect, to where like it was almost like mine.
Like not noticeable that he recorded it with.
Yeah. It sounded like he was recording on a decent mic.
Wow. See what I'm saying, guys? If you guys are listening, go out there and record with a fucking earbuds. And then I'm pretty sure you guys have an iPhone. Fucking make a music video.
Yeah, no cap. Like
Make a music video.
my phone. I honestly, like, before we found the dudes that were gonna make my music video, I was just planning on having my brother record me, like
On his phone.
on my iPhone 11 Pro, and so I mean it records 4K, so like why not, you know?
Dude, that's insane. With the iPhone's recording 4K, bro. That's insane. I just got the new one, bro. Even the front camera does 4K, bro.
Yeah, no cap, bro. I'll be like putting it on the TV, and like you can see all the like everything. Like it's crazy, like the amount of
So beautiful, bro. Best investment ever. Um, but no, I definitely want to talk about how you guys came in contact with Messy Room and then Tier 4 photos. But I'm gonna say that for the end. I just want to talk about you and your beginnings right now. So just you and your beginnings.
Yeah.
No, so anyway, you meet Dave. He's recording already. Going through the beginner stages, just like everyone else. Recording in their fucking their closet. So you kind of like maybe I don't know. Where does it go from there?
Well, when I started going to YB Tech, it was like, I mean, I really didn't have any knowledge on how like record, but I wanted to record, and so that was a thing that I really wanted to do, but I didn't really have the knowledge to. And Mr. Broom, which was our YB Tech teacher,
Hey.
like when like I was just like waiting because I remember we were doing like photography, and then like we were doing like Photoshop editing, and then like we transitioned to like vocal recording, and I remember we were just doing like a lot of stuff, but I just really wanted to dive into like just doing like just audio recording just so I can start making music. And like the fact that like when we had the downtime, he would allow us to you know what I mean, like experiment in the little booths that are right there.
Do like your own personal projects?
Yeah, so we can do our own things, and that's what was cool. And then like, I mean, he told me that we weren't supposed to like be cussing or anything like that.
Gets cat, bro.
Yeah, he didn't care. I mean, like he came up and was just like, you're not supposed to be cussing, but he didn't care. He knew what we were doing.
Yeah, dude, I cuss like a fucking sailor, bro.
And no cap. And so like we were like literally just like just recording, and I mean he knew what was going on. So
yeah. So you're experimenting. Was that?
That he knew the filth.
Yeah, he knew the filth. Dude, can you imagine if someone fucked in the studio? I'm pretty sure someone has.
No cap. I'm pretty sure somebody has too.
Dude. Dude, no. No. I'll go. We'll talk after this. No, I don't got anything crazy, but I was gonna say something. But so you're starting to record at Broom's class. When do you start knowing that like, oh shit, this is something I should take serious?
I don't know. I mean, like I never really had that
feeling.
That feeling just because like I was already serious from the jump.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
He's like, I've been serious.
Yeah, and so like I never really like there wasn't really like a moment where it was just like,
oh right, God, this is it.
Yeah, it was more of just like as I kept
natural.
As I kept progressing with my knowledge of like the program and how to record, that's when I just started falling in love with it even more. So I think that like, I mean, just me starting to like actually record my voice rapping on beats, that's when I decided to take it serious. Yeah. And so but subconsciously. You get what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that comes so natural. It's like I didn't choose this. Like I just like it. So I just kept on, next thing I know, I'm like
life chose me. Man, imagine.
Wait, what?
I didn't choose the life chose me.
Yeah. Like this life chose me, bro.
Okay.
For real though, like you just walk into it some days. Like I didn't even like, dude, I wanted to be a game designer because I was in graffiti, so I wanted to be like a game designer, a fucking fashion designer, fucking a whole bunch of like a director, a movie director. I wanted to write my own movies, just like big dreams, bro. And then then I get digital media class, literally my super senior class, and I decided, you know what, messing with GarageBand, I'm like, man, like I love making beats, and this is something I want to continue to work on, and fuck it, I'm gonna make beats,
Yeah.
And that's the story right there.
That'd be cool though, like being a movie director and shit. That'd be hella bad.
Hey, bro, you never know, man. You see Logic right now? Logic doing his
Yeah.
thing. So,
Yeah.
so anything's possible. Like, I mean, like even just making a movie, like with your iPhone, dude. Like, and just buying like some microphones for
People
like,
do that.
yeah, bro. So,
It's easy.
but
I mean, it's not easy, but it's like, you know what I mean? If
as
you
long
have
as you
the
have the
drive,
equipment,
yeah, if you have the drive for it and you have the will to get it done, like you will. You know what I mean? And that's kind of like the thing that like I've always, you know what I mean, that I've always preached is just that like just do what you love, and I mean obviously like just just get it done. I mean like you don't really have any you know any excuse.
yeah. Have you ever had a lashback by family members or anyone that sees you doing music? They're like, you know, you shouldn't be focusing on that. You should be focusing on going to college. You should be focusing on this.
Um, Sometimes, but I don't really like. I don't know. I mean, I'm not the type of person to like sit there and just like talk about myself or like what I have planned. So like I mean there was a point in time where like I kind of got tired of explaining what I wanted to do with my life or what I just because it's always changing. You know what I mean? Like everything kind of. I mean, I don't really have like a set mindset or like what I want to do, and so the main thing that I kind of wanted to get across to like people who asked me that question was just the fact that I just want to be happy, like regardless of what I do. Like I mean if I'm not doing music, you know, 10 years from now, as long as I'm happy, I'm okay with it. You know what I mean? It's like I want to be happy with just like with life or like just like where I'm at, and so that's kind of that's just kind of how I explain to people you know who ask me that question or tell me that I should like you know do something more or whatever. Just like I mean, if it's not in my plan, I mean, if it's not in my I mean, my interest, and I'm probably not going to do it. You know what I mean? Like school wasn't something that I was really interested in doing, and so like that's why I kind of veered off from that. You know what I mean? And so, but people don't want to hear that. People want to hear that you're going to school or, you know, whatever. And I'm just like, well, you know, a better answer would probably just be like to tell you that I want to be happy, you know. And
That
so,
is it. That's it. That's it, man. The key to success and key to life is just being happy with who you are as a person and just doing what you love. Like, cause if you're not doing what you love, if you're like, say you listen to these people, like you should go to college. All right, you're right. Maybe I should. And then you waste all these loans and whatnot on it, and you figure out, you know what, shit, what am I doing? Like, this is not what I want to do, you know. And now you're in debt. Now you're have 3 kids and you don't have time for it. You don't have time to change it now.
yeah, you don't have time for your own interests or your own for you. You know, you don't have time for you.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
It's good to be selfish sometimes. Like, not
yeah,
like,
that's one thing that my mom's always like trying to put in my head was just like it's okay to be selfish for yourself. You know what I mean? Be selfish and you know, live your own life. Because there comes a point in time where, like, you know, people are always going to tell you like what they think you should do or what you know how they think you should go across you know things. And I mean, at the same time, it's like you got to find out for yourself. You know?
Yeah, and sometimes it hurts because it's coming from some of your loved ones too, are
Yeah,
trying to hurt you and trying to bring you down a little bit. And so it definitely is a process for people who haven't been through that. He's like I support your goals, baby.
for real.
he's like I won't ever leave you. You can do whatever you want. He's like I make you happy. Nah, but yeah, no, man. Just advice for everyone. You know, like you are gonna go through those trials when you are chasing this music dream. When you are chasing, you know, wanting to do something outside of college. Like people, like traditional minds, like your grandma or like older people, are gonna look at you weird and like, you know what? Like you should be going to college. You should be doing this and that. Why are you still here? Why are you still here? You know, and as someone that has experienced that, it's very, it weighs on you mentally. It weighs on you a lot, and you have to figure out how to tackle those situations in a
Yeah,
in a positive way, in a positive light. And
exactly. And so, I mean, and one of the ways that, like, I mean, it's just what my brother said earlier, just being selfish with your, you know, what I mean, like, you know, people are always gonna have an opinion on what they think you should do, and that's just kind of like, you know, comes a point in time where you got to tell yourself like, this is what I want to do. You know what I mean? Not, you know, I'm not doing it for you guys. I'm doing it for me. You know what I mean? And you know, if anybody you know knocks on that, then fuck them, no cap.
Yo, fuck them, bro.
Family or friends or enemies, fuck them all.
Yeah, man. People who are trying to put you down, don't support your goals, get rid of them quick, because or you know what? Like, even if they're your loved ones, just try not to hang around them as much. You don't want the energy.
Yeah, that energy honestly like really like brings you down. I've felt that firsthand, many times, and so you just got to block it out and just keep continuing on doing what you feel is good for you.
Because if you keep on having that energy around you, it can rub off you and make you think, oh, maybe I shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah,
and you don't really want that. You don't need no negative shit around you.
no
yeah.
cap.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure even Marcus, as talented as you are, I'm pretty sure, you've had those days where you're like, fuck, you're like, should I be doing this? Should I actually go get a fucking desk job and be doing this and that? And, so, yeah, no, yeah, fucking do what you love. That's the message of the day. Do what the fuck you love. Fuck what people say.
You gotta pin that in the live chat. Do what you love.
Do what you love. But no, we definitely sidetracked. Pretty sick, but it was a dope convo. So Mr. Broom's class. All right. So anyway, you start doing music, Mr. Broom's class, YV Tech, and what happened? Like, because I know you stopped doing music for a little bit. What happened there? Well, tell me about how that came to be and whatnot. Explain yourself.
When I was going to, cause I went to the Art Institute of Seattle for a little bit with Urs, and I mean, like, I don't know why, but like the vibe over in Seattle, I wasn't inspired. Like, living over there was not really like a great experience for me, just because like it was was very out of my element. The rain. I mean, like over like over here where like the environment really has something like takes a toll on you, and like over here, like when it rains, what's the first thing you want to do? Curl up in a ball, and curl up in a ball and just lay on the couch and be lazy and stuff like that. And that's how I felt all the time in Seattle because it was always raining, and so it kind of put me in like a mini depression, and so. I was just very like unmotivated and uninspired living there, and then I moved back. Over here. It was probably like 6 months into going to the Art Institute, and moved back over here and started making more music. Just with my friends, and Angelina was down, and David and my homie Jordan Subnet. We would just make music in my house, and I would throw a lot of parties. And like throwing the parties and stuff like that really kind of, help bring the positive energy out as well. And then
and you're still in Seattle at this time, right?
No, I was living here now.
Okay.
So yeah, it was after Seattle. Seattle was kind of depressing.
And he's like, fuck that.
Yeah, for real. And then I moved to Maryland, and I think it was August of 2016. And I moved to Maryland. I went over there, and I didn't have any way to record, like, at all. So, like, that's kind of the reason why, like, I wasn't really recording anything, because I had no way to record. And, I mean, I was trying to write some things, and the things that I would write was kind of, like, they were really sad in a way, Like all, like, the Twitter videos I would upload. They would get a lot of, a lot of love, because, like, the stuff I was writing and stuff I was rapping was very relatable and stuff to them. And then, yeah, I mean, but then when I moved back to Maryland, when I moved back here from Maryland, so I lived in Maryland for like 2 years, because that's how long I really, like, I took off like 2 years of music. And, moving back over here, I was able to, get my laptop and then get my, my microphone and, just trying to, like, just set myself up for greatness, And then now, I'm back making music, and it's better than ever. And during this whole time, I was, trying to perfect my sound and trying to be confident. Like, that's one of the things that, like, you gotta have, is have confidence in yourself. And so, like, I found my sound through that. You know what I mean?
And you stayed. Did you stay writing? Was there any times you stopped writing?
Yeah, it was kind of hit and miss. I mean, like, there would be times where I'd go like a few months without writing.
Damn.
And I mean, I can't really say it took a toll on me, It's just I didn't really have that hunger because like when we were in Broom's class, I was able to record, every day. Every day we went there. You know what I mean? Like right
Yeah, so
after.
you're just like, I want
Yeah,
Dave.
yeah. Just any beat I wanted, I can just listen to and just do it. Just write. And then eventually, that when we graduated high school, that shit stopped, and I wasn't able to record as often as I wanted. And then like now that I am, now that I can, it builds it builds a different fire in you. And so that's kind of how it's gone for the past couple of years.
Shit. Um, what do you call it? What do you call it? And so eventually you come back into music.
Yeah.
You now you're full on board now. You're making the music videos now.
Yeah.
It's rolling now. If people haven't seen it by now, I'm gonna have it in the description. But what I wanted to say is, so what? So you just came back and you're just like, yo, David, come through, and then you guys already started recording, or you guys been recording? How did you go about on making this next jump into? Tell me everything. How this whole messy room, this whole tier 4 photos. Tell me everything. How does that come to and play?
I don't really know how it did. It was just like, I mean, like me and David when we hang out, we usually always talk about music regardless, and so it's kind of like like when we talk about music, it's like it's easy to talk music with David, and it's also easy to bounce ideas off with David, and it's kind of like how it all kind of bounced off was that we were just like bounce ideas off, and honestly, like me and Dave, we kind of have like a friendly competition. So like when we're around each other, we kind of just feed off each other's energy and try to outdo the other. And then Dave, Dave can write like crazy, you know what I mean? And that's kind of the thing that like I try to, but I can't really, I don't really know how to write as in depth as he does. So I try to keep up with my flows, and like I try to keep up with like my cadences, my flows, and my confidence. And that's one thing that like, I mean, even if I'm not saying shit and he's saying a lot, like my confidence kind of
Your confidence definitely shows in the flows.
yeah.
Your
And so
delivery.
my delivery, yeah. And so that's just kind of the things that I've been trying to focus on. And I mean, like when we made Big Nigga Season, like that was like off. I remember we went to a lake house because we went on vacation. We went to a lake house and we were all just like there, and me and David, like we had like a little beats pill or whatever, and we were just kind of just feeding off each other's energy and playing beats. And he was showing me some music he was working on. I was showing music I was working on. And then I showed him that beat for Big Nigga Season, and then like I was like rapping it to him, and like as soon as I started rapping, I was just like, that was the first line I said was like, I might fuck around and take your bitch. And then like David was just like, yo, like he got like hella geeked off of that, and was just like, man, like that line's hella iconic. And
Hey, Big Toe, my bad. Hold up, my let me go get my laptop charger real quick. I'm gonna edit this out real quick though.
yeah, that's fine.
Put a bookmark right here, and we're back.
Good.
All right. So for everyone that's watching this on YouTube, when I edit this later, my battery was dying. I had to go run and get my charger and an extension cord and run that shit in the garage. But
he was running and like running and fat people don't really mix.
yeah, so I'm probably gonna be breathing hard right now. But no. I definitely want to continue diving in on. Yeah, we stopped over when you were talking about the new song you and David were working on.
Oh yeah. So
I fuck around and take your bitch. Classic.
Yeah, honestly, like as soon as I said those lines to him, like he was just like, yo, like he was just geeked off of it. And we just kind of had the idea of just like feeding off each other's energy and just kind of slingshotting back, verse to verse. And so like 8 bars here, 8 bars there, 16 there. And so it just kind of how it happened. And then it took a few months, to be honest, just because like it was like kind of hard. Because this is during the time, where we still were able to go to work and shit. Because right now we're in quarantine, and so it was kind of hard because like our time schedules were kind of different, and so but eventually we ended up getting it done and came out dope. I bought.
How long did you guys have that track?
For a couple, I don't know, for like a few months, and then I bought the beat. And so like, just like so I can already have it, ready to upload. And then I asked my brother to make the artwork. And so I was just like, like we need a, like a cool ass artwork for me and David. And then yeah, that's kind of how it happened. And I was trying to, because like I don't know why, but like it's hard for me to like rap in double time sometimes, especially like with a beat that fast. And so like I had to like figure out a way how to like rap it and like split the verse in half so I can get it to sound perfect. And so but yeah, I mean eventually we knocked it out and uploaded it, and then we did a little video for it. I mean, not too crazy, a little video, but yeah, I mean it was cool the way that song came about. And then I who was it? Or my buddy, his name's Armando Maldonado. He goes by AM, and he was working with this dude. His name's Krios, and that's how I got introduced to Krios. And I would like pay for his beats. I'd buy them. Stay in contact, ask him for a little beat tape here and there, and just like listen to the beats that he would send me. And then that's when I found out the beat for We Doing Aight. And so, and then that kind of jumped off, and that's how like me making that song was kind of how they wanted me to be introduced to their Messy Room family. And then the fact that my brother made the artwork, and they saw all of his art from before, that's kind of how he got introduced too. And the fact that we were brothers, it was like I mean, the match made in heaven right there.
Hey.
And so it was pretty cool, and it was even cooler the fact that I can do it with my brother.
Yeah. How do you guys know Tier 4 photos and stuff like that? How do you guys get the music video going?
So I work with him. So his name's Ignacio, and so I work with him. I work at a daycare, and so I'm a preschool teacher, and he works the same daycare, but he's like a nighttime staff crew. So like he'll like because the daycare is 24/7 along with the casino. And so like the fact that like parents, they'll work overnight and they have kids, so like they'll put the kids there, and they have beds and stuff like that, so where the kids can sleep. And so like he just like watches the kids, and then he'll like clean all the rooms and stuff like that. And so he's nighttime staff. And then that's just kind of how we met. He told me that he takes photos and stuff like that, and if I ever want to do a photo shoot, and I was just like, all right, cool, let's get it done. And yeah, I mean, I saw his work online on Instagram, and that's kind of how we got in contact. And then I asked him if he's ever done like videos before, and he's told me yeah, he's done a few. And so I was like, all right, cool, let's see if we can get something jumping. And then eventually ended up working into the video for We Doing Aight, and it was cool. Everything just kind of worked out.
Yeah. And so you got the video, Messy Room, and so it just came kind of natural. You guys just go into Messy Room then, huh?
Yeah, I mean, like it was a pretty easy decision, just because it was like
Did you and Armando go way back then?
Yeah, me and Armando, I mean, we're pretty cool friends, and so I've known him for a while. And then I mean, he just asked me. I mean, it's nothing really like it's more of like how would you say it? It's because we didn't really like sign like anything like concrete. There was no like contracts involved. It was like pretty much just like word of mouth, and the way they kind of yeah. So the way they kind of explained to me was that like like we're gonna work together and kind of explore each other's talents, and help encourage each other, and build off of each other. And
sounds like a good relationship.
Yeah, like if we what's the word? Like if we find opportunities like somewhere else, or like anything like that, we're not bonded to anything. What I mean? We don't have a contractor. We can still do what we want to do, or if we need feel like we need to take a different direction, then we can. And so it's not really what I mean, like concrete or solid, or no lawsuits can be involved, and things like that.
Yeah, you just the whole mess.
Yeah, and so
there's too much stress and shit. Like
it is, dude. and then trying to get, and then because the thing about if you do sign people, then you have to fucking report it to like taxes and stuff, like if it's an official business and blah blah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that. That sounds like a mess.
Yeah,
We
But
got
yeah,
it was pretty cool how it all came about.
yeah. So we got both your stories. We got both the all of it. But how do you guys work together? Like how do we get this duo? How do we because I'm pretty sure not all brothers fucking like each other. Not everyone wants to share their work. Like where does the ego like get dead? Like where do you guys kill your ego at? Like how is this duo possible?
I don't know. It's just natural. It's just like we're really close.
I see him almost every day. Like,
and so, I mean, like it's just like I gotta look at his ugly mug all the time, and I don't know. I mean, it's kind of I don't know how to explain it. It's just like
he'll show me some of his music, and I'm just like, fuck, bro, I'll kill that artwork. Just tell me what you want. I'll do it.
And so like we just kind of like he just kind of gets ideas off of like the songs I make, and I don't really I get what's the word, like the inspiration and energy from like his reactions to like songs that I make. And so like if it like I know like I have some cool or some sounds good based off of this dude, because we have such a like diverse music palette that
and we fuck with the same shit.
Yeah, we listen to like a lot of the same music. We have, the same taste. And so like when I make something, I definitely run it by him. And if he says it's whack, I'll try to make it sound good.
I wouldn't say that. I'll just say, oh, maybe this, or maybe you should do. I wouldn't say no. That's what.
But for the most part, most of my stuff is pretty good. Yeah. And so he doesn't ever have the opportunity to say it's whack because it's not.
Yeah, just constructive criticism.
Yeah. And so, but he's definitely one of the people that I show first anything that I work on. And so, and then I get his feedback or whatever.
He's gonna give an honest opinion.
Yeah. And so it's a pretty cool relationship.
Because when he's bumping it in his car, when he would first play for me, I'd be like if he sees my face, he'd be like, oh yeah, he's rocking with that shit. So.
Yeah. Good. I know fucking Marcus low key the highlight of that fucking we doing the eye video.
That was funny, huh? See that part? I was like that.
Yeah, tomorrow I'm actually dropping I made a little side documentary.
Oh shit.
And so video? Tomorrow I'm gonna drop it on YouTube.
Hell yeah.
And so
it's gonna be dope. It's actually a really cool video.
You'll see the behind the scenes and all this stuff. So
that's sick. That's sick. Have you guys ever? I'm pretty sure you guys have fought. Like, have you guys ever fought? Like, oh man, I don't fuck. Like, no, I don't fuck with your art or your music. Like, is it? Have you guys ever fought about music or art on personal stuff?
We fought before that. Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I fucked him up.
Tell me how that went.
So, I don't know. You want to start off?
No, you start it.
Come on, people need this story to know that it's not perfect.
So,
you're like cops were involved.
So last summer I was working in the mountains getting the hop poles for the hop fields and shit.
Yeah.
And I was working there for like 2 weeks, and then I haven't seen my brother in like 2 weeks, and I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna see my brother today. I'm gonna hang out with him. It's gonna be cool. We're gonna be chilling. And he comes home. I'm like, what up, Tone? He's like, yo, can you cut my hair? And I was like, bro, I'm just trying to chillax right now. I'm just trying to chill. He's like, no, bro, come on, just cut my hair. And I was in a bad mood because I didn't really want to cut his hair. And I was cutting his hair. It's all in a bad mood, and then I didn't explain this.
And then, so he was like cutting my hair, and he was like pretty upset during the whole time. And so like he hooked me up, and I told him, I was like, hey, bro, can you line up my beard? And line up my beard for me? And he was just like, nah, I'm cool. And I was just like, come on, bro, just line it up for me. And then he was just like, no, like I'm good. And so I was like, fuck it, whatever. I'll go do it myself. And so I went to the restroom, and I was in there doing it myself. And then I come out after I was done, and apparently this guy.
So that's when I told my mom. So I go inside, and he's in the bathroom. My mom's in the living room. I'm like, yo, mom, Tony's being a little bitch right now. I feel like he's being a little bitch. And then I'm like, I'm trying to fight him, I'm trying to fuck him up. And then mom was like, there's boxing gloves in the garage if you want. I was like, oh, word. And then I go to the garage, and then
I come out of the bathroom, and like after I was done, I was gonna show my mom, ask her about my lineup, and so she was like, "Oh, Marcus is pissed off. He wants to fuck you up. He said you're a little bitch. Blah blah blah."
Damn, your mom's very instigator.
Like, what the fuck? And so like I walk outside, and then like I see his face. I was like, "Oh, I heard you wanted to fuck me up." Blah blah blah. And then like he was like, "Oh yeah, boxing gloves are over here." So like we get the gloves on. And I told him, I was just like, bro, like if you're really gonna be fighting, like I'm not gonna hold back. Like this is gonna be real. And so he was like, all right, fuck it, whatever, let's go, blah blah blah. He was super confident. And then who was there?
Aaron, my cousin CJ.
Oh yeah, you guys had a fucking audience.
Yeah, and so like we like found like a place in the grass to like do it, because we were gonna, just duke it out. And then he started just throwing a couple swings at me, and he got me a couple times, and then like he just throws a swing and misses. And
So look, I'm fighting him and I'm doing my thing or whatever, and then I switch stance. Like I like he's standing in front of me, and then like I like go around him, and now I'm facing him like a different direction.
Yeah, so like we like changed like directions, but like he like throws a swing and misses, and I found I just saw an opening and I took it and I hit him, and like it just connected, and he fucking like just fell backwards like. Right off the bat.
Got knocked out. I was like, boom.
Yeah,
boom.
He literally just fell.
Damn.
He was like this.
I can only imagine Big Tone's big ass fist just going towards the fucking camera.
Bro, but then like he was like literally like this close to hitting his head on a porch.
Damn.
Bro,
yeah.
I was out, bro. My hands were like this, like
you see people where like they'll like stumble off or whatever, or like roll out. But this dude literally just like straight planked, just fell. And he hit his head on the floor. And like as soon as like he hit his head on the floor, I was like, "Oh shit!" Like that's my little brother. And I fucking like picked him up, and I was like hugging him, and I was like, "Bro, I'm sorry. I mean, I didn't mean to hit you and all this stuff." And then my mom was over there crying.
Aww.
She was like, "You hit my baby," and I was just like,
"We told you we're gonna fight."
Yeah, like what do you expect?
Hey, no, she's the one who's like, he wants to fuck you up, bro.
Yeah, for real. And so just because
my baby, I picture boys in the hood. My baby, get the fuck out! Get the fuck out!
We've never fought before, and so like, I'm pretty sure they probably thought it was cap, and so. But yeah, it was a pretty funny experience.
Hey,
like, I'll be ready if we ever fight. We're gonna fight like after I get my braces off. So.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I'm gonna find something to.
We're gonna do it again, and we'll film it this time.
We're
trying to film it, but we didn't get the film on it. So.
I was gonna say, I was like, if someone filmed it, send it to me so I can put it on the podcast.
Imagine, honestly, we were trying to film it, but like he didn't get his like camera phone out in time or whatever.
Damn. It's all good. It's all good. No one wanted to see a knockout. I'm pretty sure Marcus didn't want his knockout.
I wanted to see it. No cap.
Put fucking little effects on it and shit. Fight. Yeah, Big Time. I didn't get to ask you. Where do you see yourself 5 to 10 years from now?
5 to 10 years from now, I don't know. I mean, hopefully still doing music. Probably got, a couple kids.
I need one.
Yeah, a couple kids.
No, you don't need one right now.
In 10 years?
Oh, 10 years. Oh, 10
5
years.
to 10 years, yeah.
5. I was like, man.
Even 5 years, a couple kids.
He's like, I might be popping them out.
I might be popping them out.
Yeah, and so
my future.
That's kind of where I see myself. Just
that's good.
Getting a family started, but still like doing music. Like even if I'm still just doing it on the side, like that'd be okay with me. Like if something pops off, obviously, yeah, I would love for that to happen, but I don't want to plan for that to happen, just because I don't want to be disappointed if it don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so you just gotta take it day by day, and that's kind of where I'm at. I just want to take it day by day, and like I said before, I just want to be happy. That's it. I just want to be happy.
That's the key, baby. That's the key. Be happy. Do what you want. Fuck the haters. Fuck the bad energy. kick it out of your circle. Keep your circle small, baby. Keep the creatives around.
Exactly.
Any last words, guys? You guys want to say before we cut the podcast off?
Nope. I don't think so.
Anything you guys want to promote? I'll have your guys' ads on the bottom right here.
Yeah, so just follow us. You can follow me on everything. Everything that I have is OVO Big Tony 12.
Yeah,
that's on Snap.
I'll have it in the description, guys.
Yeah, and then go watch my video, watch my music video.
Also in the description.
And just stay tuned for what's gonna happen next.
Yeah,
I'm working on an album. And
okay. Big Tone working on an album.
Been waiting for you to send me some stuff.
Oh yeah. Don't worry. I don't have anything yet, but
you want me on your album, and then you're working on stuff with Dave, and so because me and Dave we want to do a joint project together. So
dude, don't tease me like that, bro. Don't tease us. I want it. Don't be Kendrick and Cole right now.
Fuck yeah,
huh?
Waiting on a fucking album that's never coming.
Honestly, like our energy just like matches. It's super cool.
Yeah, I definitely think you guys be able to knock out some dope flows and dope hits too.
Yeah, and so that's kind of what we're aiming for. But like my thing is, I'm just trying to make sure everything goes legit. You know, like I want it to be on Apple Music. I want it, to be able to get the royalties from it and stuff like that. Just because it's like, it just shows your hunger for it more when you're able to invest in your stuff. Invest in yourself. That's your main thing is investing in yourself. You are your biggest stock.
Yep, your biggest fan, your biggest supporter. If you don't love yourself, who else is gonna love you? Type shit.
Exactly. And so.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say, Marcus?
Just peace, love, and positivity.
Hey.
Logic.
Yeah, man.
Bro, imagine.
He's like, I am Logic.
I'm not tomorrow.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. Thank you guys for your energy, your time. Making time to talk and.
I was a little late. My fault.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, Big Toe was running like 20 minutes late, but it's all good. People on YouTube won't know, but the people on live were like, already messaging me.
Imagine.
No, thank you for your time, guys. Thank you for opening up with me, your stories. And then eventually I'm going to have a big, huge, messy room, a group of people over, hopefully soon at the house. But if not, we're going to do a Zoom interview.
Yeah, just hit me up, hit us up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right now I'm doing like like how the Avengers, started. Like they started with Iron Man, Hulk, Thor. Like I'm getting everyone, and then
all the Avengers.
At the end, I get that big movie.
Makes sense. I like it.
Yeah, but yeah, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. Yeah, and all right, let's all say bye at the same time.
All right, later.
Peace out, doggy.
Later, guys. Thank you for the show.
Hard to feel yourself. Overthinking situations I cannot help. Seems like I've been lost in my hell. Living in a loop by myself. Feel so good by myself. I'm in my dungeon. Depression is lurking. It seems like I'm hurting my soul. Feel like I'm old with a young person body. I feel like I'm probably the greatest alive in my city. My ego be speaking a lot. Feel like this world apart. Boiling from fire.